Most of the times we show you beautiful exhibitions from different artists. There's a nice ambience, music, warm faces, and what have you. But today we're going behind the scene to see the artist at work, from the contemporary to the veteran. We'll also be showing your works of art from Facebook. I'm sure a lot of you are itching to see that one. All this and more coming your way in a moment, so don't go anywhere. It is important to remember that, like babies, dreams are conceived, but not all dreams are born alive. Some are aborted, others are still born. He's popular for breaking conventions and taking art to the streets, which have missed him lately because he has been in his studio working on a new technique he intends to display during his next exhibition, which is still months away, but there's a lot to do before D-Day.
"2017 may seem like a long time, but not for the likes of Funsho Omojola. For him, every minute counts, considering the amount of work he has cut out for himself.
We are learning every day. If you keep doing things every time, people will see it as nonsense. So we pause for some time. Let people feel the heat of the former one before we come out with another set. And by next year, I'm warming up heavily for both the indoor and outdoor art exhibition.
He's been silently fitting pieces together, which is part of the journey to bringing out something different. That's why this contemporary artist is channeling all his energy into getting a good result.
In art is all about the more you dip your soul and your brush of color, you learn more. Then when you don't add any other negative thing to it, creativity will continue to be flow. I keep telling people, the more you produce, the more idea will come. And people that have been buying your work, they might still like to buy. They don't want to be buying what they have before. They want to see something different. That is why the idea of pointillism comes.
The inspiration remains unchanged. He still uses his art as a weapon to preach love, peace, and unity.
In terms of this pointillism, that is where I'm going. I use my brush to preach the gospel on canvas. But now I discovered that my brush is telling me that preach little about it. You have been preaching with this brush for long year. Go deep to another thing you preach, same on art.
He tells us how the idea came to him in the first place. It was more of a challenge thrown to him by one of his customers.
There was a customer brought an Australia painting for me to stretch it for her. 90% of Australia work is like dot, 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 dot. And I said to myself, this is my style. Instead of line, I think this one can work for the pointillism. I started with it. Things change. So I go deep to let me come out in circle, in angular shape, in different shapes. That is why you see some of my round shape, the pillar of the world, the African singer. The more I do it, the more it goes.
Like every other artist, Mr. Omojola strives to please, but he is also open to corrections, so it doesn't hurt him when a commissioned piece is frowned at. It's another opportunity to learn.
It is what people say. I put it in practice. Everybody is an artist. There are some sayers, and there are some doers, and there are some sellers. So me, I listen to advice and I take it to practice.
The passion to learn is one thing, and to share that knowledge is another. For him, it's a lifestyle. He actually gets a kick from teaching children. Most of the time, they all work together, sharing art and laughter along the way.
There is one thing in art. There is no Mr. Know-all. The little you know, if you cannot share it with people, it's just like folding your hand. You cannot get anything down, only what you fold. But when you open up, you gather the youths together, you teach them for their own future. You too, you will feel relief. If you keep doing it alone, to reach a stage you cannot do it again. Then you think, what else? Then tomorrow they will say, whom did you carry along? Whom did you nurse for this job?
It's more work than play though, especially for this new technique. Focus and precision is key. Because of the materials he works with, there is no room for mistakes.
Imagine making dot, and you must know about it. If you don't be careful, you can miss it. And once it dry up, there is no way you can just condemn the work. That's just it. It takes lots of time. The material we use for painting is what we use for the dot. It's only I just came out and see that this thing can work for it. It's a mixed media work. It's acrylic mixed media with turban.
The quest for knowledge constantly takes him to the internet, and he has learned from reading the philosophy which has guided a lot of great minds.
A customer came, can you get me Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Martin Luther? I don't know them. Forget whether I go to school. I don't know anything about those people. I don't study history. Later, I say, yes, I can. I'm very, very good in the field of computer internet. I go deep into internet, study people work, study the use of color. Later, I read Mahatma Gandhi quote. There was a write-up on it. It was reading the root of violence. From there, I don't print people picture. I'll print their picture, I do the Photoshop, noise it, read, and get all their powerful quotes.
Irregular shapes, pointillism, photography are just a few things to expect from this contemporary artist who sees life as a learning curve.
That's one artist who's really passionate about impacting his world. And I like what he says about nurturing the future, the children. This next artist is no different, but he's much older and age is not stopping him from doing what he loves to do best. You get more details when Art House returns.
He's described by many as a poetic painter with a romantic touch, whose works of art represent his experiences, folk tales and landscapes. He's also composed and directed the music for Wole Soyinka's famous Death and the King's Horseman at the Royal Exchange Theatre in Manchester, England.